Here's Mr. N. I'm going to go over how to convert between fractions, decimals, and percents. So I have three examples. I start off here with a fraction. I start here with a decimal, and I start here with a percent. So if I have a fraction, how do you go from a fraction to a decimal? Well, the denominator here becomes your divisor, and the dividend is your numerator. So you would do something like this. Pretend the decimal's not there, so 5 goes into 24 times, and then multiply and subtract, you get 0. So my decimal is 0.40, or just 0.4. Now, of course, you can easily do that with a calculator. So you could just type in 2 divided by 5, and you'll get 0.4 is your answer. Well, how do you go from a decimal to a percent? Percent usually has this symbol here. And think of a percent, per cent, or per 100, or how many cents, like pennies. Pennies out of $1, 100. So here, if that means out of 100, that means you're going to move this decimal place 2 places. You can add a 0 there, you go 1, 2. So this would give you a 40% as your answer. So let's just say you got a multiple choice quiz. There are 5 questions and you got 2 correct. Your decimal would be 0.4 or 40%. Remember, you can also make the fraction to a percent by just getting a multiplying by 20, and that would give you 40 over 100. I think shows you out of 100. And this also tells you why this one is called the hundredths decimal place. Let's try another one. How do I go from 0.46 as a decimal to a fraction and to a percent? If I want to go to a fraction, you can just put 0.46 over 1. You can make any number a fraction by putting it over 1. Then notice you'll have to move this 2 places. So 2 places represents 100. And if you multiply those, you'll get 46 out of 100. And then from there, you can just reduce. You can just divide it in half. That gives you like 23 over 50. And I don't think you can go any smaller than that. So that would be my fraction, reduced fraction. Now to go to percent out of 100, you already have that here, 46 out of 100. So your answer would be 46%. Remember, to go from here to here, you would just multiply by 100, or in some ways, you can just divide this number by 100 if you're going in this direction. Okay, last one. Let's just say you got an 82%. How is that a fraction and a decimal? Well, remember, percent is, you can put that one over 100. Look at your fraction. Or you can just divide that one by 100. I'll show that with the calculator. So 0.82 is your answer. Now, again, you could have just recognized that in percent. It is right here, and you're just going to move it 2 decimal places. 1, 2. Each of the decimal places represents a 0. So 0.82 is the same thing as 82%. How do you go to a fraction? Well, remember, this means out of 100. So 82 out of 100. And you can just sit there and reduce. So divide in half, you get 41 over 50, and I think that's the best one. So 41 over 50, 0.82, and 82% are all equivalent. This is how you would convert between fractions, decimals, and percents.
I love math. You don't love math? What's wrong with you?